Hello and welcome along to the episode 2 of the Theme Park RM podcast. This week we're going to be looking at the social aspect of theme parks. And what I want you to do is think about your visits to theme parks. Do you go alone? Do you go with a group of friends or family? And also, do you socialise during your visits to the theme parks? So, for myself, I actually do find visiting the theme parks as a way of getting out and about, leaving my house and just doing something. So not only that, be able to go out and about and do something I absolutely enjoy, which is the most important aspect, I think, of any trip you go on. I also find it as a coping mechanism. I was going to say mechanism, but I don't know where that came from. As I started off in 2019 when I used to work for Thomas Cook, and at that time they were going through a lot, and there was a lot of unknowns happening around Thomas Cook and what was going to happen, and a lot of uncertainty for all of us, obviously, until they actually then did collapse. In fact, the day before they collapsed, I'd actually gone out to Thorpe Park as a way just to get out and about and just be able to de-stress, take my mind off not knowing if I was going to have a job or not, if I was going to be going into a job on the Monday or not. However, I never actually properly got involved until, I would say, last year, so 2023. And that was partly thank you to going to an event by Attraction Source. This is no way an affiliation with them. And just a general talk about social aspects. And I went to their summer festival that was held at Alton Towers. And of course, you do get great benefits of going to them events, including your exclusive ride times, which at the start of the event we had an exclusive hour on Rita, and then we had a talk as well, a very interesting talk actually, and it was great to actually get some more learnings about Alton Towers and the running of it and decisions they make. And then we also went on to do a Wicker Man exclusive ride time for an hour after the park shut. And then also we had some more talks. John Burton actually done a fantastic talk. It was great to see him in person. And after that we had a very fun disco as well. But of course, it's not all just about that. It's also been able to get out and interacting with fellow enthusiasts of theme parks. And just meeting so many great people and just having fun doing something you all enjoy. And that's what I absolutely love about that kind of event. It's also open to everyone, so you don't have to be like me, a die-hard theme park fan who loves going to parks at least once a month. You take away the fact to Thorpe Park quite a few times this month. I've got some more trips still to come this month. But it's also just for me, it's just be able to start to interact with people a lot more than I have been in the past. And that kind of thing has helped me greatly to that event. However, what I would say is 2024, I'm finding that interaction is happening a lot more with everyone. And that, I would say, is thanks to your likes of Nemesis Reborn over at Alton Towers opening up. And also a huge thanks also over at Thorpe Park for Hyperia. That is creating such a buzz. If you've been to Thorpe Park, you will know what I mean. The buzz around the brand new roller coaster. It's getting everyone talking all over the park, in the queue line and on social media. And that is another way of showing how, as a community, we can all get on with each other at times. At times, I say, because some of you probably know. And just talking about how great the ride is. I mean, when I've been on Hyperia 5 times I've now been on it, no matter where I am in the park, if I'm in a queue line, if I'm in getting some food, if I'm at another ride, or even just in the Fearless Valley area outside the Hyporium, or even in the Hyporium, wearing the Hyperia clothing, I don't have it on today, I've got the same t-shirt as last week's podcast, it's just getting people and the community talking a lot more, and just talking about the love of something, enjoyment of something, which is absolutely fantastic, is what I would say. It's something we've needed actually as well. Something to bring us all a lot closer. What do you think? Have you found that you're actually talking a lot more with people in the queues around Hyperia and just talking about your experiences of ride yourself. I certainly think a lot of us are, probably more than we actually realise. It's just getting us all to come along so much more. And that's what I'm finding this year. I've actually talked a lot more with people at Thought Park on my visits than I have in the past, which is absolutely great. It's helping me and myself boost my confidence in myself. I have got my own struggles, and I'm going through a lot of stuff, and have been this year as well, which I'm not going to go into. It's a lot of personal stuff. But just to be able to go out and just enjoy myself somewhere at Thought Park, just talking with people as well, has actually absolutely helped me, and that is for a certain. So my recommendations to you is go to Thought Park, enjoy yourself, get talking to people. Even if you're just waiting in the queue line, talk to a person in front or behind you. Ask them, is this your first time on Hyperia? Have you been on before? Have you been lucky enough to go in the front or back row? Or what is your favourite row so far? That kind of things could be a real icebreaker. Although it's not always easy to do that, and I know that from my own personal experience. What I would also say is I fully recommend going to some of the events that are held by groups of people. So, for example, going back to it again, Attraction Source hold events throughout the year. A number of events, not just at Thought Park. We do events at Alton Towers, Drayton Manor, for example. It's a great way to get talking to people and just being in company with people who, like you, enjoy the theme parks and going on all the rides. So get talking, that's my mission to you. And of course, it's not just Attraction Source, there's other organisations, groups, it's not quite organisation, but other groups as well out there who do events throughout the year at the theme parks. So do go along, it's going to be a wonderful way for you, and that's what I found last year in my one event I went to get talking to people. So, I will be at the Fearless Frenzy event, if I got the name right, on the 29th of June. So my mission to you is, if you see me, say hello. I am more than happy to speak to you. And I'm actually looking forward to this event, especially for the exclusive ride time of Hyperia at the end of the event. All being well with Hyperia, of course. So to sum up the thoughts around this, I would say that 2024 has been a very enjoyable month. Or year even. Even June has been one of the highlights, I would say, from all my theme park visits. Talking to people, going out enjoying myself, and just talking about the passion we all have. Hyperia certainly is getting us all talking, which is absolutely fantastic. And also, for myself, I'm going to continue to try and be that much more social with people. Not just on social media, that's easy to do behind the computer screen or on your phone. It's very easy to do. I find it very easy for myself to do. And also with that, with this podcast, I am aiming to have some guests on in the future as well. Hopefully maybe a regular guest as well, once we get schedules and stuff all lined up. So I hope you are enjoying these podcasts I'm now doing. I'm going to aim to try and get one out every Saturday. If not, it'll be every second Saturday. And thank you very much. Do subscribe no matter where you are listening to this podcast. If you do have social media, you can find me at Theme Park RM, both on X and Instagram, TikTok. You can also find Theme Park RM on YouTube as well. So do look out for me, and thank you very much for all the support you continue to give me. It is making it all worthwhile for me, and I'll see you all again very soon. Goodbye for now. Thank you for listening.